So this is our digital microscopes, and this is what we want to try to use in class tomorrow. And just like any microscope, this works pretty much the same, except for it has this LCD screen rather than you looking through the eyepiece. So the first step is there's a button in the back here for turning it on. So just turn it on, and then eventually you will have, maybe not, hold on. Okay, there it is, all right. And we have this screen, but notice it's dark, and that's because there's no light yet. So we have to turn the lights on. All right, now there are two lights on this device. There's a light on the top. Is this the one button? Nope, that's the top. So there's a top light right here. You can see my finger. And you can adjust the brightness. There's a dimmer switch, and I can make it brighter or I can make it dimmer. For what we're going to look at, we're going to use the bottom light, which you typically see on most microscopes. You turn it on over here, and you can see the light on the bottom. And then the light's going to pass through this opening in the stage, and like most microscopes, and you can now see that the screen, the LCD screen, is lit up. And like most microscopes, we can control the brightness of the light with a little wheel at the bottom of the stage, which is called a diaphragm, okay? And there are different sized openings, different settings, and this also has color filters. So as we flip across here, you can see there are different holes that allow different amounts of light and different colors to come through the stage. It's on setting 1 right now, which is the dimmest light. And if I click it, I'm not sure, what's it say, V?
B.
B for blue. Now it's letting blue light through. And then we have the number 6, which is the brightest light. I guess I'm going backwards here, that's okay. And this is G for green, so it will tint whatever we're looking at with a green color. And then 3, that's about the middle amount of light coming through. And then you have R for red as well. But I also want you to remember, we have a dimmer switch down at the bottom here where we can really brighten the light or dim the light. So you have a lot of control over light brightness, and that's really important when we're looking at things. So I'm going to just kind of set it at 3, kind of middle right here, and have the light up, and we'll go from there. Now, like all microscopes, it has these objective lenses. This is the lowest power lens. It's 4x. That, along with the eyepiece, means we can magnify things 40 times. It needs to be clicked into place. You got to make sure it's clicked into place, or you can't see anything. The next level up is the 10x objective lens. That, combined with the eyepiece, which is 10x, is 100 times. So we can magnify things 100 times with this lens. And then we have a high power lens, which will magnify things 40 times 10, 400 times, but this lens we almost never use because it really doesn't come through very clearly, and we often have water underneath here and things, and it'll get wet, and it's better that we don't even use it. So we'll usually use the lowest power or the next one up, 100x. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to put a little dish of some plankton that we collected under here, and let's see if we can find anything. So we make sure the light's coming through okay. I'm going to put it on the stage well away from the lens so it doesn't get wet, and then of course we have to focus it. So let's see if we got anything cool to look at here. So these are the focus knobs. You have to focus it, obviously. It's not going to focus itself. And then I'm not seeing anything yet. Let me keep moving around. Oh, what do we have here? We have a little, look, a little jellyfish. So a little jellyfish here. It's called Obelia. And what we are able to do with this now is we are able to photograph this. And the way we photograph it is we hit the square button over here. Watch what happens when I hit the square button. And we see the icon up here for a photo. And taking a photo is simple. We just hit the button, and now we have a photo that is stored on an SD card in the camera. It's also starting to move, so maybe you want to take a video of that. So we're going to hit the square button, and now you have the video icon, and you hit this button for record. And now it's recording, and we don't want it to go too long. That's good. And then we hit it again, and now we've got a little video of its motion. Now it would be really cool to go up a little higher magnification. So let's take it up to 100 times. And now I've got to focus it again. And look at the detail we're able to see in the arms and things. All right, and now it's flashing a little bit, so I have to add a little more light to it. And so I'm doing that with the dimmer switch. So I've just brightened it up a bit. And we can take a video of that as well. That would be cool to take a video of if it's moving. Come on, move, buddy. All right, he's not moving. He's not cooperating. There he goes. So we take a little video of that, and we get the motion at 100 times. Now there's one more cool feature I want to show you, that maybe we can't go up to the high power lens, but there is a zoom feature here on the left which you can really use, and you just click on this and it will magnify it up to, it's like using the high power lens without putting the high power lens in place, and I lost it, and I'm sorry, but let me go back to 100x, see if I can find it again. And if you actually, this is actually good. So what happens when you lose your image? The best thing to do is go back to the lowest power, which expands your field of view, and that's the easiest way to find something that you may have lost. And we can get things in focus, see if we can find the jellyfish again. Of course, this isn't, I'm working all that. All right, so let's see, where is it? I don't know what that is, but you know what? I think it's I don't know what it is. It's part of an exoskeleton of some creature. But, so I want to take a picture of it, so maybe I will. Or maybe I want to zoom out. So this is how the zoom feature works with this little device there. I actually think I know what that is now. I think that's like the tail from a little crustacean called a copepod. But I can zoom in on it with this feature over here and zoom out without changing the lenses. So more or less, this is how you use this microscope. Again, it works just like a regular microscope. This is how you're able to take images with it and video with it, and it's really going to be a really valuable tool for us as we explore our plankton. So thanks for watching, and thank you, Mrs. V, for filming, and we'll see how this comes out. What do you think?